Sorry. Sorry, I had to do an anime gasp.
I mean, I hit record already. But,
Oh, no.
Well, that we could cut that.
Yeah.
or
Chat,
leave it.
clip
Or
that.
leave it in. Or
Editor,
leave it in.
cut that. No, don't clip it.
Chat.
Please.
Welcome, everyone, to the second episode of the DMG Pod. That right there, I just did it. I told you I was going to do it. That right there is Dylan. I'm Mo, and that is Gage. And we are the Dungeon Dudes.
For legal reasons, we're not.
Yeah, for legal reasons, we are not.
Check them
How
out.
have you guys been doing? How's life going? And what games have you guys been playing?
Dylan?
Life's going pretty good. Been working a lot. Been pretty busy. So my gaming time has been a bit limited recently. So I've been actually playing my Switch 2 quite a bit recently to try to fit in gaming time when I can. Game wise, there's two games that I'm attempting to get back into. And one is Hades 2. I absolutely adore Hades 1. Hades 2 came out and it kind of missed my radar. Played it for a little bit, but just never got around to it. So I'm finally getting around to that. And I'm trying for the 10th time to enjoy The Witcher 3.
And how's that going?
And succeeding this time.
So far, I think this is the one. I think this is the playthrough and that I will finish it. I'm definitely way more intrigued in it now than I have been previously before. Playing on the Switch is quite enjoyable too. I don't know. There's something about I can lay next to my significant other and play The Witcher 3 and then show her some of the hot girls that are in it. So she's a fan. So it all works out.
It all works out.
It's funny because you've been telling me how you've been playing it on the Switch too, and I actually downloaded The Witcher 3 on my Steam Deck right here and looked up some settings, and it actually runs locked 45 frames at pretty good graphics, like no stutters, no hitches, nothing. So I think when I go back to replay it when it gets closer to that DLC coming out, I'll probably play it a lot on my Steam Deck and PC. And since I've learned that it is now cross progression, maybe even my PS5.
Cross progression is a very nice feature.
Yes.
It helps a lot. I took my PC save, got it straight to Switch. Whenever I want to play it on PC again, I can just use the same save. It's very nice.
A feature we need more in gaming. I think everyone can agree with that. Please.
Oh, yeah.
I'll buy it twice or thrice even.
Yeah.
For that feature.
Exactly. Gage, what about you, my friend?
Life's been good. I moved into some new digs, as you can tell behind me.
Oh, yeah.
New room. Moved in with my little brother, and so I've also been pretty busy just with that, unpacking a bunch of crap, getting settled in. But lately I have beaten the campaign to Modern Warfare 2 2022. Very underwhelming. I mean, kind of a wet fart of a game. 2019 Modern Warfare was just fantastic. And it was $7, so I was like, you know what, let's try it. And then I was playing it. I was starting to get kind of hyped. I was like, you know what, this is pretty fun. I like this gameplay loop. It's pretty cool. There was actually a little bit of like horror elements, which was a breath of fresh air, some fun mix of gameplay. And then it was just like, by the end of it, I was like, oh, they don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They got no clue. But, oh well, it's mostly for the multiplayer nowadays anyway. But other than that, been continuing the Mass Effect journey, getting back on that train because I've been busy and couldn't. Just finished the Citadel DLC for Mass Effect 3.
I'm so happy for you.
And yeah, I will be, once I get over this. I'll be happy for myself.
Some say that it is the best.
Stop.
It
Shut
is
your mouth.
It's so good.
No spoilers. But it is. I'll just say it is good to play it, as you guys have told me, towards the end of Mass Effect 3. That's all I'll say, because that leads into that. Man, I'm just like, I felt empty afterwards. I was like, it's almost over. Damn. Been playing this series since February, and it's now August.
Yeah, If you are out there and you have never played Mass Effect, listen to Dylan. He knows what he's talking
Always
about
listen to Dylan.
when he recommends Mass Effect. I'm so glad that I played it.
I
Oh my
have
God.
begged these two since I have known them to play the Mass Effect trilogy. And it took how many years? 4 or 5?
For me, about 4.5, 5. 'Cause I just
Yeah,
played it for the
4.5,
first time a
5
year ago.
years.
So let's say 5.5 for me. I
Yeah.
was probably, what, 6 months behind Mo?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it would took probably halfway through the first game for them to be like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I didn't do this sooner.
Yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a good ride.
To be fair, we are experiencing that same feeling with you playing The Witcher now. Finally, once you got to
Yeah, true.
that certain quest line, I think it finally clicked for you.
Definitely
Oh, yeah.
clicked a lot better for sure.
I've had a lot of friends tell me that they did not like the beginning of The Witcher. They couldn't get into it. The mechanics, the combat, whatever it was. I got to give credit where credit's due. You're the one friend who's tried it 10 times.
I
So
knew
you
that
finally
that
understand.
I like it has all the aspects of games that I love because my favorite genre is RPGs. I love games with choices and good dialogue and good writing. And I love the fantasy adventure of being a monster hunter and I love all the monster designs, but it just never clicked for me. But I think we're finally getting there.
Oh, brother. I saw the last picture you sent of where you were at in the game. Um, Again, no spoilers, but I will just say you were on Fike Isle, I believe. And
Mm-hmm.
oh, you don't even know the half of it. You were still so early on. I am so excited for you to just get through all of the chapters of that game and the 2 DLCs, which are phenomenal.
Yeah, the the last thing that I did would get censored on YouTube if I talked about what it was.
Oh yeah, okay. I know. I know
I know what
exactly
it
what
is.
you mean.
Honestly,
Yeah, okay.
I could just quit playing the game and I'd be like, yeah, pretty good game, I gotta say.
That did it.
Yeah.
Ending was fantastic.
You got the good ending? Don't see how it couldn't have been.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, Mass Effect, Witcher. If you haven't played them, I know it's probably ad nauseum and that people have just told you to do it. Just go do it. I don't know.
Please do yourself a favor.
Do your country a favor.
Honestly, for one of the games, do your planet a favor, and then for the other one, do your continent a favor.
Yeah.
Do the galaxy.
Yes. Whatever planet you are from in Mass Effect, do that planet a favor.
Or
Well,
whatever planet you're from in real life,
Yeah.
that's
do
true.
them a favor. Yeah.
That's true. Show your family. Show your dogs. Really, anyone that'll watch.
To any fans watching from Glorxa 9, great planet. You should play it.
Well, I don't have the pleasure of playing through those games. However, I will say that I did just recently beat what I think is probably going to be my game of the year, unless something like Blood of Dawnwalker supersedes it in Pragmata. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Gentlemen, I know neither one of you have played it. Please, whenever you can, do yourself the favor and play. The gameplay loop for that is so different. It starts out and you're like, oh, okay, so it's just gonna be like a space third person shooter, and then you get the hacking mechanics of it. The story is pretty cookie cutter, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a good kind of cookie cutter. Like, it's not gonna throw you that many curveballs. It's not gonna like blow you off your feet. But sometimes that just works. Sometimes you don't
Yeah.
need a super elaborate plot line. And sometimes just having a few good characters to carry the way is just, it just did it for me. And the fact that I have kids, it just made it hit so hard. The ending just, I don't know what it was. It's just, I just got like a well of emotion just inside me and I just broke down crying. So, for any dads out there or moms, play that game. Anyone that doesn't have kids, play that game. It's so freaking fun. It's so good. I love it. And
That
oh, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, I
Oh.
was going to transition to the game that I'm playing at this moment, but go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you said the like the story isn't like twists and turns and like hooks and all this, but if good characters, I think the Last of Us is a prime example of
Yep.
that. The first Last of Us story is not like anything out of this world or unordinary really in any way, but good characters and good writing can change all of that. So
Oh yeah,
Makes
especially
me
for
think of
linear games.
Oh yeah, makes me think of some good writing advice I saw where it was this idea that you don't need to avoid tropes all the time. It's just if you're going to do something that has become a trope, then you should do it well. Because the reason that tropes get stigma or stereotyped is because there's a lot of instances of those tropes that are done lazily or poorly. So if you can have a simple story that's been done quite a bit, but you can do it really well and make compelling characters, then you've got it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
absolutely.
I'm in full agreement. And what I'm playing at this moment is I am on the last game. I'm on Gears 5 of my Gears saga. Finished Gears 4 right before playing Pragmata. You want to talk about a wet fart of a game? That is like you trusted the fart so much you didn't even know it was going to be wet, and then more shit just comes out. That game sucks so much ass.
What a visceral way, but yeah, I got the message. Like I got the point from that one.
It sucks so, and I actually wanted to like it because I love Gears. Gears is like one of those series when I was younger that got me into that style of game of like third person shooters. I never really played them beforehand. I really only played COD and like, well, pretty much only COD actually, like shooter wise. And I absolutely love the first three, and I went back and played those. Still love them. They still hold up to this day. Played them on with the Xbox 360 disc on my Xbox One. They're still great. Judgment is just kind of like a why is it even there? And then 4 is. I'm not gonna lie, 4 made me a little nervous for E-Day. But then I started playing Gears 5. And Gears
It's good.
5 is very good. I'm saying very good. I know that people say that it has issues, and it definitely has issues, but I think as far as narrative-wise, they actually started taking stuff from the previous game's lore, adding it back in to the 5th game, tying it into the overarching story of the Locusts and all that stuff, and it works so well, especially because I'm fresh with playing Gears 1 through 3. So I remembered those things and how well that stuff melds together. It still has its issues with some of the Marvel writing and stuff like that, but as far as like the game in totality, I'm over halfway through at this point. Very good, very very good. It does not get talked about enough as being a top Gears game.
What it nails like
Yes,
perfectly, I think. And honestly, it came out in 2019, I believe. I played
I think
it
you're
on
right.
launch. And I'm super excited for E-Day, but I am a bit saddened that we're not getting a continuation of that story, at least for the current moment.
Yeah.
I would have definitely liked to have seen a continuation of the storyline going on in that game. And I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but it only gets better from there, Morgan. So
I'm so excited.
the ending is going to make you definitely excited for a continuation of that someday.
And I think they will. I actually think that the Coalition did E-Day because for some reason people talk poorly about Gears 5, so I think they went back and they're doing like the prequel to try to get people excited for Gears again.
Yeah.
And then they'll go back and do it. I hope they go back and do a Gears 6.
Yeah.
Because so far I'm really liking it.
Definitely.
Gage, have you played much Gears? I don't know if we've ever really talked about it.
Much Gears. Brother, I played no Gears.
Oh,
And I would like to. But no, I have not played Gears. Well, actually, that I was a this is kind of hard to talk about, but I was a PlayStation 3 kid growing up, and
There's a lot of good games on there.
There's a lot of great games.
there are, but I was oftentimes very jealous of a lot of my friends in middle school and high school who had the 360, or mostly middle school. I think for me, by the time high school came around, the one and the PS4 were out. But yeah, we got a PS3 because we thought we could play our PS2 games on it, and Sony thoroughly disappointed us on that one because it was not backwards compatible. But sounds like there are some recent developments in backwards compatibility. I think you had something about that, Morgan or Dylan.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
I just got a comment on something you said. Sony never disappoints anybody.
Right? Yeah, true. Never.
I'm going to need you to take that back.
I, Gage Clemens, take that statement back for legal reasons.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Cool.
Sony has disappointed the hell out of me with a lot of their decision making recently.
Sony, take his digital games away now.
Now, if you're talking about the Spider-Man movie, I get you.
Spider-Man was good.
Well, go
Well.
watch it if you haven't.
And
I
If
plan
you
on it.
haven't, what are you doing?
Racing
Take me
my
with you.
kids.
Take them. Take them all.
Yeah, it's already made $2 billion. So
It's,
more
it
billion.
is insane how well that movie's doing. I'm happy for him though. I'm glad that Marvel's back.
it might be back.
It might be.
Back,
It might be.
like
Words
backwards
compatibility.
yeah.
Compatibility.
that way was segged right there.
That way was segged.
Way was
Where'd you
segged.
get that one?
Right here.
Oh, off the dome.
Thankfully, segged starts with an S and not a P. But so Xbox is bringing backwards compatibility to PC and letting you play original Xbox, and I think potentially it's going to be 360 games as well on PC, which is super, super exciting.
Yes. Thank you.
There's so many old games that are basically unplayable if you don't have the original hardware, and some of these games are very hard to find copies of.
Mm-hmm.
It can be very difficult, so being able to play them on PC is going to be a huge game changer. So I'm hoping that rolls out quicker. I think it's only 4 games right now.
Yeah.
I think it's let me see real quick. It's
I think Oddworld's
Blink's
one of
the Time Sweeper.
Is Oddworld one of them?
No, it's Blink's Time Sweeper, Fusion Frenzy, which that's awesome.
It's Conquer.
Fusion Frenzy getting Conquer Live and Reloaded, and Crimson Skies High Road.
Mm-hmm.
And
Conquer's
if you
actually
already own
Okay,
them,
I've heard of that.
yeah, if you own them already through Xbox, if you bought them a long time ago, you can just download them on your PC now. So that is very cool.
Yeah, that makes me super excited. As someone who has recently gotten into physical collecting before the Sony stuff happened, it was not too long before, but it was before.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bandwagoner.
Yeah, I mean that is kind of
Yeah.
what it is. It is what it is. But as somebody who's doing that, I would absolutely love to be able to have Fable, Gears 1 through 3, get something like a Lost Odyssey, Jade Empire, all the Conquer games, Oddworld, all those, because those are games that I am interested in. I didn't play very many of them growing up, and I'm trying to get through my back catalog now for those kinds of games. But like you just said, Dylan, it's hard to find them. It's hard to be able to play those. I have an Xbox One, but I can't go out and buy all those discs right now, and I would actually prefer to play them on my PC if I can.
Yeah, if possible.
Oh, yeah.
Fable 2 and 3 is a good example of that,
Mhm.
because Fable 2...
Oh, why is that?
Well, Fable 2 never came to PC. It's an Xbox 360 exclusive, so there's no way to play it on PC. Fable
Oh.
3 did release on PC, but it was delisted from Steam because it was paired with like the archaic Windows for Live gaming thing. And instead of it getting fixed, probably due to Lionhead no longer being a company, it was just delisted. So Steam keys of that actually sell for a lot. It's crazy how much those sell for. I don't have the number
I'm gonna look one
with
up.
me currently, but yeah, go ahead and look that up because I would love to own that on PC. I do still have my 360 copies, but it would be nice to play them on modern hardware with some resolution scaling.
The first two that popped up was $420 for a global key, $314 for a Europe, and then I see a 100. This is just that's the physical game. 188 for the physical game on PC. Like, yeah, I'm seeing
That is something else.
300 plus for most of these.
I have one game.
Xbox 360 Fable 3, I'm seeing for $10 at GameStop.
I bought it for $10 at a local game store when I went. I have it over there on my shelf, physically complete in box. Bought it for like $10-15 at a local game store.
So yeah, Xbox, keep it up because we would like to play all these old games. I would gladly pay money to play some of these old games that I either missed or just want to replay.
So this could really balance the market on some of these games that have steeped up in price.
Oh yes,
That would be amazing. I'm always in support of that. As a Magic the Gathering player, casually with friends every now and again, you get a similar thing where a card will have been printed in like 2003 and it's really good, so it's like $120, and then they'll reprint it in a new set, so it'll drop down to maybe 40, and that's an extreme example, but I've had some cards that were like $40 jump down to about 8, and I can definitely justify buying an $8 card at some point when I have the time. But you'll get people who say, no, this is actually bad because it's ruining the secondary market. Like these investments I have now, my cards are worth less. I could not care less. I really couldn't. Same thing. It's like the guy who has a Steam key for Fable 2, and he's like, but no, it's not going to be $300 anymore. No sympathy here. I want these games to be accessible for anybody who wants to play them, just like the Magic cards. It's like, it's cardboard. Same with this. It's a video game. Somebody wants to play Fable 2, by God, they should be able to.
and there's actually an example on the other side. Let's shit on Sony real quick. They announced that they were
No, you can't.
They announced
Spider-Man, come on.
This has to do with Spider-Man.
Oh,
When they announced that they were going to shut down the PS3 and Vita stores, games like Spider-Man Web of Shadows physically went up in price. I will look it up real quick, but Spider-Man Web
I
of
looked at this the other day.
Yeah, Spider-Man Web of Shadows is currently selling for $189, $174 for just loose disc. I see one right here for about $80. Just the disc, not even the box or anything with it. So that's the inverse of it. When these games become unavailable and people can't get them, they skyrocket in price, and then people can't play them. I would love to be able to go and play the old Spider-Man games because some of them are apparently fantastic. But I can't justify spending almost $200 on
spectacular.
On a game like that.
Ultimate.
Oh, dang it.
That's a good one. Play that one if you have it.
2018.
Two.
Well, hold on now, too.
It was
Miles.
Good.
It was all right.
I liked Miles a lot.
Miles Morales.
Spider-Man Miles Morales.
It's fantastic, actually.
That was a great game. Actually, all of my experience with Spider-Man games past the 2018 one have been from Dylan's PlayStation 5 because I do not have a PlayStation 5. And whenever one would come out, Dylan, knowing that I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, would be like, all right, come over. You need to play this game. Or in the case of 2, he was like, borrow my PS5. You need to play this game.
Yeah.
So thankful for the real ones.
Yeah.
But good move on Xbox. The gist of this is a good move on Xbox. This combined with them actually communicating with their audience for Bethesda and all these other studios, these are good signs. We talked about the layoffs last time we met, and that part of it really sucks. But if they can keep this upward trajectory, I could see Xbox starting to make plays, getting back into the conversation when it comes to a console.
I believe there's also reports that they are planning to do a disc to digital plan or program of
Yes.
some sort, because let's face it, the next Xbox is probably going to be digital only. Like, that's probably what's going to happen. That's just the way gaming's trending. But if they had that program, that would be very nice, especially for the backwards compatibility, because if they released Fable 3, for example, on PC and had some sort of disc to digital thing, I could just grab this bad boy.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
grab mine.
Yeah.
Across the room.
What a perfect web shooter impression that was.
Thank
that
you.
Was,
Yeah,
that
was
peaked.
good. It sounded like you were reading out the thwip.
Thwip.
In the comics.
Yeah.
Shakatow. That's for
Yeah,
the
so
water
that-
tribe. Oh, sorry.
that would definitely be a welcome thing to happen, because I still have a ton of original Xbox and Xbox 360 games.
Oh yeah, and they could even, if they find a way to do that, they could even re-release those. Talking from a business mindset, they could re-release those on their app on the PC, and then people could buy those games for $15-$20, and then that's an easy revenue stream for them.
Yeah.
And that's also an easy way for people to justify getting those games again.
Mhm.
Like Gage said, I'm all for games being available for people to play. I think it's good.
Preservation.
I think it's good for the industry. It's good for customers. Like, it's just
Yeah, and it's like they made these games so people could play them. You know, when they become more exclusive and unaccessible, it's like I don't know. It's like opening an art museum and then you're like, all right, well, it is $400 to get in. It's like, oh, well, great. I just wanted to go in and appreciate some art. I just want to pay 10, 15 bucks for a game from 2008 or whatever and appreciate it.
right. Exactly. Speaking of appreciating, it sounds like, according to Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick, that we need to appreciate the price tag and appreciate the fact that we are not going to be getting that game physically. Because, according to Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick, having big games on physical discs, in quote, does not really make sense for the consumer. I don't know about you guys, but my favorite thing is when a multimillionaire, almost billionaire, tells me what's good for me. I don't know about you. I love that
Yeah.
personally, when someone who doesn't play video games tells me who does what's good for the consumer. Love that. And then he goes on.
Don't get me started. I don't even want to get started.
And then he goes on to say, quote, "Our business is well over 90% digitally distributed. It's already a digital business, so in certain instances, especially if it's a big game, discs and note, I said discs, don't really make sense for the consumer. Also, most instances you have to register online to play anyhow. Not by choice of us, but anyway.
Yeah.
So if you're already connected, who cares if you download digitally? It's all, except for the 100 and some countries that don't have access to PSN, but I digress. I need to stop.
You're cooking too much.
It's all the same, and it's much more convenient. So that's where the world is going, in our opinion, and I think Sony understands that. We certainly understand that. It doesn't mean that we won't have physical editions now and then. I'm sure we will, in the same way that there's vinyl in the recorded music business. But in other instances, it just won't make sense. So, I don't know if you guys want to interject, but I have one more point to make about what he said before I hand it off to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I noticed that he said our business is well over 90% digitally distributed.
I think I know what you're getting at.
Perhaps that's because they haven't released a game since 2018. Perhaps.
Oh yeah, that's a different direction than I was thinking. But yes, you're absolutely right.
And the only
Do you think
thing
he's talking about gaming as a whole, though?
he said, our business, he might be, but if he's talking about just Take-Two, that applies. And if he's talking about gaming as a whole, let's talk about the fact that for games like Pragmata that I beat recently, all the physical
Mhm.
editions sold out. People couldn't get
People
it.
obviously want them.
RE9 physical edition sold out almost instantly. If you want to play a
Fantastic game.
game, you don't have an option unless you want to sit there and wait for God knows how long before you can get it. My main point is that I find it very rich that a corporate CEO is trying to tell us, the consumer, what we should want. And I actually just hate that word, consumer. I'm a customer. You're trying to sell me something. Trying to tell me what I should want is not really a good way to do it.
No. And I was actually thinking when you brought up the 90% digital stat, I remember you mentioning something that you had found out with the Sony conversation where they talked about the ratio of physical to digital copies or sales, rather, that a large chunk of that was actually microtransactions.
Over
A large
50% of their revenue.
Yes, over 50% of their revenue is microtransactions. So who's to say that when this guy is quoting this 90% statistic, if I've learned one thing about statistics is that people skew them all the time, how much of this statistic may or may not include microtransactions, which I would say is completely irrelevant to the conversation of whether physical media for video games should be continued.
I
You
agree.
can sit on that. I
agree.
know.
I agree.
No, I'm kidding.
You're preaching, brother.
Hey, do what I can.
I'm sitting here listening to you guys, and I'm trying to articulate a PG friendly way to put this.
I think I've already
But
said shit, ass, and damn in this podcast, so you
yeah,
get your shit off, King.
yeah, I don't know. It's just what are we receiving? Why are people pre-ordering a game that you can buy the night before?
Beats me.
Who knows? I think I see what you're getting at. Like, pre-ordering has there's no point to it.
No, there's no point to it. I mean, that's not even, like I said, I'm just trying to take this a different direction because I would say some unnice things, and sometimes you just have to keep those to yourself. So, Take-Two obviously has been super consumer friendly in the past with all of their business dealings. So, yeah, he's just right. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, let's think about like GTA Online. That was definitely not a total and utter worthless money grab
People love
that
it though. People
baits people into being
eat it
addicted.
up. Shark cards. They sell those. They make more money now than they did then because of shark cards, because of microtransactions in GTA Online. So of course the vast majority of your sales are going to be digital. And I'm not even arguing that physical is going to be even close to the majority. I know it's not. I'm not stupid. But I would almost guarantee you that if you took microtransactions out of the equation, you took games that don't release physically on launch out of the equation because there's no option to get that physically. You take games that release physically and digitally and you use those statistics, I would almost guarantee it's more like 20 to 30% physical. That's nothing to scoff at. That's a quarter.
It's probably more than that.
It could be for
I
certain
can see
games.
that.
If they like the single player games, people, I mean, it's probably closer to 50-50
for
with a
game,
lot of those single player
especially
games.
for first party games on platforms like PlayStation, because I think the statistic is something like almost 40% of Ghost of Yote's sales on launch were physical.
Yeah. Yeah, and exactly. That's what I like. That's a lot.
I don't even
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't even really necessarily want to make this into a physical versus digital argument, because we all know where it's going. I'm not stupid. I'm not naive.
Right.
I know where I stand. I know where a lot of people stand. It is what it is. But to have a CEO of a big company telling us what we should want, keep it to yourself, dude.
Also, I think it's pretty just a big flop of an example to refer to vinyl in the music industry, because if I go out to any vinyl store, hell, if I go to Walmart and I go to the music section, you will see just about any album that's popular that's out now, and any album that's been popular from the last few decades at least. You're going to find vinyls for those. The vinyl industry is alive and well and thriving. And so, if anything, the example of vinyls actually speaks against his point, against his position. Because if you're going to take after vinyls, then you're going to keep physical media going for a long time.
Yeah, like you said, popular albums will have vinyl. What is GTA?
Oh, yeah.
The most
Could,
popular
yeah.
form of media you can possibly consume right now. It is. It just is. And I'm not naive to that. But that doesn't get a physical release.
All I'll say is I have seen an Instagram account that only, solely, 100% posts clickbait, AI generated, leaked gameplay of GTA 6. And you are not getting that for any other game right now.
And not
So,
that you.
yes, GTA 6 is big enough that some guy was like, or gal was like, I'm going to bait people into the fakest looking AI generated leaked gameplay so that I can get those views, because God knows people were just itching for some gameplay of this game. So yeah, it's huge, and I just cannot even comprehend why you wouldn't take advantage of selling physical discs.
A lot of those people too, which let's didn't they say initially that they will release it physically at a later date?
I don't know if they ever said that. I feel like people would assumed they would, because why wouldn't you? That's people would buy it a second time, and then you're going to release it on
That's
PC.
exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say is it's maybe going to be an attempt to double dip.
Oh yeah, and that is precisely why they don't release it on PC initially.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Because I know people will double dip.
and this is not even me hating on GTA or Red Dead or any of the games that they've released, because they make amazing games. They really do. I'm more speaking against the big corporation.
It's a publisher developer. Rockstar itself isn't necessarily a problematic.
No, they make good
yeah.
games. That's what I care about. That's fine. I'm not trying to go again. I'm not trying to say that GTA is going to be bad. I don't even say that when I question why people pre-order it. I think that GTA 6 is going to be really good. I still don't understand why you wouldn't pre-order it without seeing anything,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
or when
I mean,
it's
the
going to be digital only.
The CEO of a company that also publishes shameless cash grabs like NBA 2K.
And you're
Yeah.
saying that as a basketball fan yourself.
Yeah, love basketball. I still sometimes play 2K even, but every single mode is like, hey, you could pay $20 and you could be you could shoot threes at 5% better clip. And every single mode is like that. I mean, people will spend hundreds upon thousands of dollars every year on the game.
Yep.
It's like FIFA.
But he's smarter than us. He's smarter than us because he's the CEO, right? So that's why he said all this, because he thinks he's more intelligent than the monkey brain consumers that are going to buy his games, right?
I mean, it's definitely an out of touch with reality sort of a situation, which, I mean, once somebody hits a certain point of wealth, that's almost inevitable. Like, especially if you're a CEO of a huge company, like it would be it would be an extremely hard task for somebody in that position to stay in touch with reality with the complete change of lifestyle and standard of living. So yeah, when you're talking about consumer trends and you're talking about what people want and what people find desirable in industries like gaming, entertainment industries, you're just not going to have that eyes on the ground. You're not going to be able to relate to that. And I mean, I really don't want to hear what this guy has to say about his something that's affecting his own industry. Because if I was a CEO, what I would be advocating for is what makes me money and is what's good for me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like this is some unbiased third party. This guy is directly benefiting and or suffering from these kinds of decisions. So yeah, he's going to pick the one that's going to benefit him. So I'm
Of
not going to
course.
listen to what he has to say when it comes to what I might want as a customer.
We didn't even talk about the most instances you have to register online to play anyhow. Uh, if you're already connected, who cares if you download digitally? Does anyone remember when the Xbox One got announced and was absolutely destroyed and probably destroyed Xbox as a brand because they were selling it as an online only console?
Yes. That is what's
Gamers don't want that. We've just been force fed down our throats that we have to do that.
and that makes me wonder, does that mean that GTA is going to be you have to be online even to play the single player?
I hope not.
Cuz that's
You have to
messed
be
up.
online to do anything because I mean, you don't even get a disc. You got to have good internet access to download the game. But everyone knows when you pop a game in for the first time, you have to go download a day one patch to even play it. And for anyone, I grew up with absolutely horrible internet.
Same here.
I have it now, actually.
I mean, it was like dial up internet. You couldn't use the phone and the computer at the same time, or it would cause a
Mhm.
nuclear bomb. I barely got to play online games growing up because of this. And I'm sure there is still tons of people out there that grew up poor or just don't live in a place that there's good internet access that aren't even going to be able to play this game. But back when GTA 5 came out on the Xbox 360, you got the disc and you could put it in the console and then you could play it.
And who remembers a time when we were being told that digital games were going to be cheaper? Who
Physical games are way cheaper.
Excuse me.
It's not even, it's just the fact that digital, like a physical game being, Nintendo is a good example of this right now where some of their physical games are $10 more than them selling it digitally.
I'd pay
Now, are they
that.
probably just upcharging it? They're probably just upcharging it. Yeah, probably. But I actually have it over here. I have Hades 2 on my PC, which I believe is retail for 30, and Hades 2 on the Switch retails for 50. But you get the cartridge, you get a game fully on cart, you get a soundtrack that you can download, and there was also a character compendium with all the art of the characters. So you actually get some sort of value from this. If GTA 6, launched $70 digitally, for example, and said, "Hey, it's going to be 80 physical, but you get the map," I would buy it physically. I'd pay that $10 just for that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you would think it would be less to sell it digitally because of the production of the game itself, manufacturing the physical game with the materials, but you're experiencing the opposite effect because, especially for PlayStation, Xbox, these things don't depreciate. So they can justify keeping them at the same price, except when it goes on sales. That's why you have like Call of Duty games from 2013 or 14 or whatever that are going for $50 still.
Mm-hmm. Look at that beauty of a map right there.
Man, is that 4?
That's GTA 4. It's Liberty City.
Yeah, Liberty City.
With a key and everything. I mean, it's like the GTA cover art's even been iconic, and now it's like, here's the cover art, guys. It's just gonna be a picture that you guys can look at on Reddit.
Tiny picture.
Yeah. Oh, also, the Liberty City guidebook comes with this.
There we go.
Like you said, getting upcharged a little bit for having physical things that you can hold in your hand like this. I would pay it because I'm getting old enough now to where I can pay my own money for things. Back when I was younger, I couldn't, so I took whatever I could get game wise. But now I'm old enough for that. If I had to pay 10, 15, 20 extra bucks to have a physical game that came in a case, had the art, I could put it on my shelf, have some sort of map or something to have, even put in a frame, put on a wall, something, I'd pay a little bit extra for that. Have the soundtrack, like you said, that you can download, and you have that on your computer you can listen to while you're doing work or something like that. Like, that kind of stuff matters.
Mm-hmm.
It always has.
My
It
wall,
always should.
my wall was decorated as a kid with the maps from all my favorite video games. I had all the GTA maps, all the Elder Scrolls and Fallout maps hanging up. I had, I think, Assassin's Creed maybe maps.
Yeah, I think they had maps.
I had all this stuff hanging up and artwork that would come with the games. I know I had like artwork that came with Halo and stuff like that hanging up across my room, and it, you know, made me feel personalized, and it was mine, and I owned these. And if I had friends over, they'd be like, "Oh, this is really cool," you know. And if you're a kid growing up now, it's gonna be like, you don't have anything. You got the console and you have your TV. That's it.
So I think suffice to say, um, to switch it to maybe a more positive topic, we can end with, this Take-Two CEO's just a smart guy who knows what he's talking about, and he knows what the customer wants. And there's definitely nothing wrong with what he's saying at all, like not even a bit. And you know what?
Here's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah, it's great.
Here's the unfortunate thing. He does know what he's talking about in terms of business.
That's true.
He does not know
in
what
terms
he's
of business.
He does not know what he's talking about when it comes to what's best for the customer. That's my problem.
Mm-hmm.
Quit talking to the customer like you know what's best for us. You make more than my entire family tree is worth. Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
it.
It's asinine.
That's where I stand on it.
I think that's a good stance. I'm going to give a hot take, and then I do have a topic that I think will transition into well. My hot take is, I'm sorry, I'm not even really that excited for GTA 6 anymore.
Me either, and
It's
I
been
know
so
it's going to
long.
be good.
It's going to be great. I mean, it's going to be great. You know, if it goes, it's crazy that I'm going to say this about a GTA game, but if it goes on sale, I'll buy it. It's going to be one of those games for me. There's already so many great games, modern and of past, that I'm going to want to play before I play GTA 6. And I don't care about spoilers. I don't care about hearing about it. I'm just kind of indifferent with how long it's taken and all the stuff surrounding it. But one of the aspects that I find interesting is speculation on how big the map is going to be compared to other games. And it really brings into question this idea that video game maps, especially open world video games, have been inflating over the past, I'd say, decade or two. Really, in the 2010s going into the 2020s. And I have an article that I want to read a little bit of that talks about this. And it has to do with a game called Crimson Desert. Now, did you know that less than 10% of players on Steam have actually completed the main story in Crimson Desert? That number increases to 13% on Xbox and 15.2% on PlayStation. And before we get into the general discussion, I think Mo's the only one who's played Crimson Desert out of the three of us. Mo, what did you think of the game overall?
So I have probably about 15 to 20 hours in Crimson Desert. I am one of the 90% that has not completed the game. I will say this. I was pretty excited for Crimson Desert, and I will say that I am not someone who thinks that it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. However, it has a lot of issues that other people really like. These are aspects of this game that I think are horrible, that I could not get past. It is absolutely bloated to a point that it feels like you are just doing busy work. It's a sandbox that you will find a lot of stuff in, not a lot of stuff that feels like it's worth your time.
Substance.
Yes, the main story in the 15 to 20 hours that I played is downright atrocious. It's not engaging whatsoever. The writing is pretty bad, to say the least, in my opinion. However, the combat is fantastic. That is the absolute best part about this game. The combat is so fun. The weapon variety is very good. It is like the abilities that you get from beating bosses and doing all this stuff, the stuff that you can find is fun in a way. But man, it's just so like we know a guy that we play D&D with that he has like I think he has like close to 90 to 100 hours in it now, I think he said, and he's not even halfway. I don't even think he's done with the first area. It's like at a certain point, like when I heard him say that, I decided I wasn't ever going to play this game again. Those kinds
And I
of,
think that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. Do
I
you want to
was-
finish your thought?
I was just going to say that like I don't have time to be putting that kind of time and effort into a main or into an open world RPG that the writing is subpar. The world is cool looking, but it's kind of dead feeling. It doesn't feel alive. It's not immersive. The combat's really fun. If I wanted to play a game like that, I would play Elden Ring. I love Elden Ring. Beat Elden Ring. Great game. If I wanted that kind of experience, I'd go play that.
Yeah.
My cousin my cousin one day messaged me and my brother, and it was like, you won't believe it, but after 50 hours, Crimson Desert starts to get pretty good. And I was like, yeah, I'm never playing that.
that is a pretty rough statement to hear about
Yeah.
a game.
I was
will have
super
to be honest.
skeptical for the game came out, and then he said that, and I was like, yeah, I'm good.
And sometimes it's gotten even to the point where the largeness of a game's world, or in this example, I'm about to give multiple worlds, can actually make you think that the game is inevitably going to have to sacrifice quality for this scale. And one game that happened with me that I was really excited for was Starfield. And I remember being at your place, Dylan. You, me, and your brother watched the 30-minute showcase of Starfield, and it just looked fantastic. It looked like a really fun game. But when they mentioned that they had over 1,000 planets that you could visit, and they were doing all of this procedurally generated environment, dungeons, locations, areas, it just was this little red flag that was like, okay, now how are you going to be able to do that and keep this game at the quality that I feel other Bethesda games have had given their map size? And inevitably, I played Starfield and I had a lot of fun. I played through the story once and then had a couple more hours in it, but the size of the world most certainly took away from the quality they were able to dole out in each hour of the game where you're interacting with the NPCs, the locations, all that stuff. And it brings up the question, a larger open world doesn't necessarily mean more fun in a game. But there are games that have done open worlds, pretty big open worlds, as well. They've done it fantastically. My example being Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, a phenomenal game. Immediately injected itself into probably my top 3, definitely my top 5 games of all time.
Same here.
And that has a giant open world. And I think there's a game, I haven't played it. I know it'll be blasphemy, but I know you really like this game, Dylan, and that is Breath of the Wild, which also has a large open world that is done fantastically. So it brings up a question,
Yes.
at what point does an open world take away or add to a game, and what factors of an open world can shift one side or the other. So that's something I thought would be really interesting to hear your thoughts on.
Fun fact, I just looked it up because you brought up KCD2, and I was like, I wonder if the map's bigger than Skyrim's map. And it is not, funny enough.
Oh, really?
Which is very interesting, talking about Bethesda's previous games compared to Starfield, how like well designed Skyrim's map is, comparing it to the procedural generation of Starfield. Yeah, there's a lot of ways we could talk about this, because a lot of it could be just because it's bigger, it's less personal, but a lot of it could be map design as well.
That too. I know Starfield, you experience a lot of, and to be fair, I feel like this would be a hard obstacle to overcome in a space game. But what ends up happening is your traveling method ends up being you travel through loading screens. You get in the ship, loading screen. You take off, loading screen. You fast travel to the next solar system, loading screen. Whereas in Skyrim, you always have a little location marker on your compass about 100 to 200 meters away, or half a mile away, that you can just walk to, and it's the exploration. It's this curiosity. What's that over there? And then you go to it. I think that's a huge aspect, is how you space things out and how you pique the player's curiosity to explore this open world.
Definitely.
Mo?
A game that is a great example of this, and I know we've talked about this game before, is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I want to love that game. I would absolutely love if I loved it.
You love Norse mythology.
I
know that.
absolutely love Norse mythology. It's like one of my passions. But that game is so loaded with nothing but just garbage to do, throwaway trash. The gameplay itself is actually kind of fun. The exploration, like the environment itself, actually is very pretty and very nice to look at, not too bad to like ride around on, but there's just so little substance there that's actually meaningful. And then it's a juxtaposition of a game like KCD2, where you go and you get on your horse, you ride, you go to a town that you didn't discover before, and then you start talking to random people. It turns out that these random people have quest lines that all have like bridging quests, and then the person that you talked to in another town previously actually has a connection to this person that you just met in this smaller town. And it's like, oh, that person actually, this isn't a real example, but that person actually punched me in the face randomly when I was in that whatever. And it's got so much, you just feel like you're part of it. And then you've got these bloated games like Crimson Desert and Assassin's Creed Valhalla that you feel like you're just completing a checklist.
Yeah. The level of collectibles in Assassin's Creed games as they went on, it just got so bloated. I think I quit right after Rogue. I played Rogue. I never actually played Black Flag. I can't remember why. I don't know. I should have, and I
Do it.
I should play the resynced version. But after that, I know Unity, I've heard, is still good, but it just has that. It had that launch that really tainted its reputation. But I know even with games that I liked, like 3 and Rogue, there was no way I would have 100%ed those.
Oh, no.
I can't even conceive of somebody 100%ing one of those games and enjoying it. There's just so many collectibles, and it's not like they tie in really well with the story or the side quests are really compelling. It's just, go get this thing. It's on this tree. It's on this rooftop. It's by this canal.
Yeah.
And then once you collect 100,000 feathers, you get a new outfit.
And then you're like, and it's not even as cool as the one I have on.
Yeah, it's like, the cover art outfit just blows this out of the water still, so darn.
I think this ties into the map design aspect as well, because I looked this up to confirm this. Assassin's Creed Odyssey's total map area is 256 kilometers squared. versus Valhalla is 120 kilometers squared.
Wow.
So Odyssey is over double the size map area wise of Valhalla. Now, Odyssey obviously probably has too much bloat in itself, but if you play both of the games, I would say that majority of people would have much more fun exploring the map in Assassin's Creed Odyssey
Me.
than Valhalla.
I've heard
Yeah,
that too.
absolutely.
Yep.
And I think map design matters a lot for that because Odyssey has all these islands that are separated by sea. So you have different ways of traveling. You get to see different things. The islands, a lot of times, have different environments and look differently thematically.
Different
Whereas
enemy types and stuff.
Enemy types, just appearance in general. There's islands that are more volcanic and ashy. There's more of a lush kind of foresty area. Then there's ones that are like very sandy, very beachy. Valhalla is basically the same all the way across the map because England is very green and brown and kind of drab.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't catch your attention as much as something like Odyssey's map would.
And that's something Skyrim does very well is the different regions of the world that you're in
Mm-hmm.
vastly juxtaposed with each other. You have Riften,
Mm-hmm.
which is this beautiful autumnal forest with reds and yellows and oranges of the leaves. Then you have thicker green, lusher forests in the south of the map. And as you go north, you get into these snowy wastelands. And in the middle, you have the plains. And even to the west, you have rocky outcroppings. And northwest, you have swamps and
Craggy.
marshes. So it's like just you have all this variety to explore. So, yeah, environmental differences and variety, the uniqueness of locations. That was my biggest complaint with Starfield was when a location was unique, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the cities in Starfield. I mean, they were kind of laughably tiny, like Bethesda can do with games. Like, we all laugh about Dawnstar and Skyrim being so small compared to what it should be, like lore wise, but that's a video game
Yeah.
thing. But when you go to each city, you get this sense of like there's a mining colony in Mars, there's a water planet that has an oil rig looking city that's like very cyberpunkish, and there's a serene NASA punk main city. And I think the fourth one is like this cowboy town looking place that's on this planet out in the frontier. And you go to these cities, you're like, man, this is some fun variety. But I had gone through the same exact dungeon 10 times because they're procedurally generated. And you just see the same buildings and the same rooms and hallways. And you're like, there's a point where this just isn't very fun anymore.
Which is a damn shame because Skyrim's dungeon design is fantastic. Almost every single dungeon, I think every dungeon in that game is handcrafted and different from each other. There's no repeats like there was in Oblivion, for example.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think
So
like the
it's
assets
crazy.
could have gotten a little bit monotonous with the Draugr ruins. I know that's kind of a running joke, but yeah, as far as the layout and the design, you can
Puzzles.
remember specific dungeons. I remember specific ones from collecting the dragon masks and from different quest lines that have you go to that specific dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
It begs the question, what at this stage in your gaming life do you prefer? Do you prefer the vast open worlds or do you prefer the more tight scope open hubs or even linear stories?
I found myself really enjoying open hubs, and I think that started with Baldur's Gate 3, which that's actually, Mo, you and I are linked telekinetically right now or something, because that's exactly where I wanted to go. Open hub seems to, in some instances, be way better for a game and solve that issue. Baldur's Gate 3 does it fantastically. I mean, jam packed with things that you could miss on every playthrough in these open hubs. The Witcher 2 is actually an open hub game with smaller open worlds that you travel to in each act of the game. And as much as I love Witcher 3, You guys know I'm the resident Witcher 3 fan of our
Mhm.
group, or the resident Witcher fan. I do think that The Witcher 3, there's a possibility it could have been better open hub than it was open world because it was a very large open world. And while I love it, there's a lot of empty space in that open world.
Hmm.
Yeah, for sure. And Baldur's Gate 3 is my favorite game ever created. God of War 2018 is up there in my top 5. But then you've got games
Yeah.
like KCD 2 and you got The Witcher 3 that are up there in my top 5. But then you round out that list with Mass Effect. What is Mass Effect?
I
Open
mean,
hubs.
Best
open
game ever
hub.
created.
True. Which one? Which one's the best, Dylan?
3.
Right now on the spot.
Whatever one I'm playing.
I like that answer.
So I find it interesting that, like, if I look at my top 5, my personal top 5, it seems that, I mean, I put Mass Effect Legendary Edition as one game because it is, argue with a wall, that it seems like I tend to prefer the open hub versus the open world because I can feel overwhelmed or even underwhelmed with open worlds. I actually think of Hogwarts Legacy as a really good um, example of that. I think that's a very good game, solid 7.5, 8 out of 10 game. I think that game would have been much better served as an open hub rather than an open world because for the story that they were trying to tell, it didn't make sense. Why would a student be able to go wherever he wanted, including the Forbidden Forest? Like, I think that there's a lot of games out there that you could argue would be better served as a open hub versus a vast open world. Assassin's Creed games included.
Hmm. Even Zelda's a good example, honestly, because
Yeah.
there's still a lot of hardcore fans that really don't like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom for these open worlds. Um, I enjoy both styles of Zelda, the classic more open like hubs and dungeons, but I
Mhm.
also do really enjoy the wild era games. So I think I would lean towards open hubs or linearity in general,
Mhm.
but a lot of it is just how well can you design each map. GTA is actually, I wanted to bring this up earlier. We were talking about Grand Theft Auto. GTA 5's map is it's a good map. I enjoyed going around it for the most part. But how much of it feels empty compared to GTA San Andreas?
Especially when you go north in
San
5 and you're
Andreas,
in out of
yeah.
the city.
Yeah.
San Andreas felt way bigger and it is so much smaller than GTA 5's map. And I think a lot of that is mostly due to map design.
You have 3
Because
cities.
in GTA 5 and the story locks you out, so you're constantly going to new areas as you progress through the game, which is already just good game
Mhm.
design in general.
Mhm.
But if you were to drive around the map in GTA 5, there's a highway that circles around the whole map.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you could just fly around it in circles repeatedly. San Andreas has a lot of windy roads that end at some point, and you have to go into a city to get to the next freeway to start going to another city. And even though it's way smaller, it feels bigger because of that design.
Right. Yeah.
I think you're exactly right. I actually wanted to bring up one more game that I just recently re-downloaded. They did a free anniversary update, which was cool. It was a game I played a ton in high school and college. I loved it. And it brings up the idea that as we get older and we work more, you get out of college and you work more and it takes up more of your time. Like Mo, you have kids,
Mhm.
and your kids take up most of the time you have when you're not at work. And gaming becomes something that you really have to be intentional about when you engage with it. It's
Yep.
not like when I was 14, I could spend a weekend just gaming 12 hours straight or something like that. every now and again. It's like I couldn't even imagine doing that now. I mean, I would just not only physically, I'd be so much more tired than when I was 14, but existentially, I'd be like, "What are you doing with your life right now?" I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, I need to go like I don't know, build a house or something just to make up for this." But the game
Yeah,
that I
learn
used to
a trade,
love,
brother.
yeah, exactly. Um, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, which phenomenal game. And you said this about Hogwarts Legacy, solid 7.5 out of 10 game, and we can't discount those. Those games are holding up the industry.
That's
I
right.
love a good
Popcorn
7
games.
out of 10 game. They're
That's right.
just fun. You don't have to. It's not like game of the year material, but you could just sit down and have fun. And that map is, I don't know why this is such a big differential, 440 to 625 square kilometers.
That's
It is
crazy
a
to put in perspective.
ginormous map. And honestly, for that game, it works because there is so many efficient and easy ways to fast travel. Sometimes it does get a little big when you do have to go from one side to the other and you have to fly there for there's like one mission I can think of that you had to do that. But they somehow made it work, and I was actually surprised when I looked this up. And I'm going to replay that game now because I just bought it. It was $2 on Steam, so I got it.
Hmm.
My brothers and I are going to play it, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm really going to enjoy the gameplay. But as far as trying to get every little collectible, discover every location like I did when I was 16 through 21 years old, I ain't doing that. I
No,
do not have time.
I can't think of a single game that if I started right now and it was an open world like that, that I would be able to 100% and feel good about myself.
Right.
It would take me months. Like that's just not something that I'm interested in. I don't have that many platinums or anything like that. The most recent one actually was Plague Tale Resonance. I got the platinum for that because that's just a really quick 10 to 12 hour long story. You can get the platinum in one run. You don't need to do any like extra playthroughs or anything like that. So I got that platinum in I think 14 hours, which is only a couple like an hour or two more than the main story would take. So that was fine, but like I don't know, something about like open worlds. I just have no interest in interacting with all those checklist collectibles that just don't feel like I'm there for
Oh,
the
yeah.
experience. It doesn't feel like that's a integral part of the experience.
And they actually, for Ghost Recon, they just released it's a Ubisoft game, so when it was big and when it had just came out, it obviously had that problem where you had the microtransactions where you could pay to unlock all of the attachments for a gun.
Oh, of
Like
course.
Battlefield had that with EA. You could buy those boost packs to unlock every weapon for a certain class. But they're actually releasing that, and they're releasing, I don't know if it's all of it, but a majority of the loot crate content from the game, they're releasing that for free now
Well,
for
that's
this new
nice.
update, which is very nice. I would actually be pretty pissed if a game that old was like, no, you're going to have to buy these still. And some packs you do have to buy with cosmetic things. But I've never been one to like that boost thing, especially in Battlefield. I was like, I want to unlock it. I want to play the game and unlock all this stuff. But with this, I'm like, nah, I'm going to download those free packs and get all the attachments that you normally have to explore a bunch of locations on the map and get them yourself. But being a working man, I'm like, no, I'm gonna get the boost and just play whatever way I want to play, and I'm not gonna explore the whole map this time. I'm just gonna get little snippets of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something you brought up about Wildlands having like all these different ways to fast travel. I'm gonna say this might be a hot take, but I think most of these games would be better open world wise for most players if they did not fast travel. I think the feature should exist because as we get older, especially and have family, our gaming time obviously lessens. So it would suck to get on and not feel like you accomplish anything. But I think making fast travel like a core mechanic of an open world probably gives developers an excuse to not make journeying through the open world fun and
I would agree.
immersive and enjoyable.
I would agree with that. I think if they didn't have fast travel almost as a crutch, then they would have probably had to make that map considerably smaller.
Yeah, it makes it big for the sake of being big because it's like, oh, well, you could just fast travel from this point to this point. They should always have the feature. It's a quality of life feature. But yeah, exactly. They would probably have to make the map smaller or have more going on in these areas or make the environment more interesting to explore if you couldn't fast travel so easily.
Okay. I was gonna disagree with you at first, but since you say that you think that they should definitely still have it, I agree because I do use fast travel. But I think the best instance of fast travel in a game is like honestly, there's two examples I can think of. KCD2, the way they do fast travel, where there's like random incidents that you can run into while you're on the road.
Oh, yeah.
That is a really good way to do it, in my opinion. I think doesn't Dragon Age Origins have that as well?
Yeah, encounters. It's
Yeah.
almost like you're playing a D&D campaign. When you fast
Yes.
travel across the map in Dragon Age Origins, you can run into
Yes.
encounters on the road.
Yeah. KCD2 has that as well. I think that I agree with you about that part. They need to make fast traveling more engaging rather than just a straight up teleport. I think it would be better
Yeah.
served for something like that. Honestly, a game like Red Dead 2 would be really good for something like that. I don't even know if they have that. They might. I don't remember.
They do actually. You can
Uh,
upgrade the camp to be able to fast travel to places in addition to like hiring a stagecoach, and they actually
mhm.
show you traveling through and they make time pass so it really feels like
Immersive ways.
yes, immersive.
Oh,
You've actually gone there.
I was more talking about the random encounters and stuff. Do they
Oh,
Oh
have?
yeah, you
yeah.
get those when you're traveling
Yeah.
yourself for sure.
Right.
They do very well with that in my opinion.
Fallout 4 is a good example. I think Fallout 4 is one of those games, if you play it on the normal difficulty and can just fast travel across the map and don't have to explore very much because you don't need the supplies very much because the game's kind of just laughably easy versus you playing it on survival mode and fast travel being something that you kind of have to unlock through gameplay means by siding with a faction that has vertebrate access or the Institute, and having, when you're exploring, having to look for food and having to look for these supplies and having to find a place to sleep. Like playing Fallout 4 survival mode makes I think it's just like that should be the way to play the game because it probably takes it from like an 8 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10 alone just on that.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gage, because it's been a little bit since I played it. But in Cyberpunk, in order to fast travel, you have to have actually found the fast travel location. Correct? You can't actually fast travel unless you've went and actually found the fast travel point. Right?
Yes,
That's
sir. You do have to find it, and you can only fast travel from those points. You cannot
exactly
fast travel from any
anywhere.
point in the map, which I do love that aspect of fast travel. The Witcher 3 does the same thing,
Yes.
where you have to get to one of those signposts to fast travel to another signpost. So it allows you to fast travel when it's necessary to shorten the game if you don't have a lot of time to play, but it also forces you to engage with the open world to access one of those fast travel points.
Yeah. I think stuff like that and what you're talking about, Dylan, with the games where you can have to align with the faction or pay to fast travel or something like that. Those are definitely better ways to do it. I would agree.
It's more engaging. It, like you said, Gage, you engage with
Oh,
the open
oh.
world more doing that, and it makes it feel more like a real place you're exploring and not just a fast travel simulator.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I do need fast travel in my games. I don't have time.
I don't think it should not be a thing, but like even like a game like Breath of the Wild has a fast travel system when you find shrines, but it's so enjoyable to just get on your horse and ride along the road and hear the music and the wind blowing around you, and like it immerses you into that world and makes you feel like you're a part of it. And even if it was like a thing where you need to ride to this city that has the carriage, that way you can fast travel if you want to. I just think that is way more engaging.
Mm-hmm. I 100% agree. God of War has a thing like that where you have to actually find the doors in order to
Mm-hmm.
fast travel, and you have to go to one of those doors in order to fast travel.
Mm-hmm.
So that part's nice. That I agree. I agree. Making fast traveling more engaging and more,
Immersive.
yeah, is definitely a good way to go about it. For sure. That was a good combo.
That was. I enjoyed that thoroughly. So
We only have
now
one
the
more
question is,
one more thing that we're gonna do.
yeah, what is that? That's my question. I'm curious. You guys, I think you guys did this, but I did not get to do
We
this
found
with
it the
you.
other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan actually found this. It's similar to that Guess the Game quiz that we were doing previously, but this is more of a video version of it where it's more rapid fire. It's got more categories and stuff. So you got soundtracks, you got still images, cut scenes, and stuff. You got to guess the game. What we're going to do is I'm going to hit play on one of these videos. We can choose which one we do. And I'm going to put on the whiteboard, I'm going to tally mark the ones that we get right. And we're going to keep track of our high score, video game style, retro games
Nice.
style.
Arcade
Well,
games.
we did number one, right?
We did do number what? No, did we?
Did
do
we?
number one?
I can fact check.
I was
this
gonna say
real quick.
you were the one that watched it on your account previously.
Yeah, I can fact check this very quickly. It's what's the channel called?
It's called Squeeze Quiz. Any of you out there that are watching that are interested in something like this, go subscribe to this Squeeze Quiz guy and like the videos that he does. These are really good and really fun, good quality. We did a couple of them.
We did 2 and 13.
Okay.
That's what I think 2 might have just popped up, and that's where we started. So
Yep.
I guess we could actually go back to 1 then.
All right. So here's what I'll do. Do that. Do number 1. And here we go.
Here's number 1.
Try again.
I'm not getting any sound from this.
Try again.
Take
I
3.
don't know. Half-Life?
Portal. All right.
Okay.
Images.
I'm so nervous. Doom.
Is that Duke
Doom.
Nukem or Doom?
No, it's Doom.
It's Doom.
I know, you guys had already said it.
Oh, okay.
I was being
Doom
I was being
Nukem.
funny.
I thought you were serious on the
No,
Duke Nukem.
No,
so
I was being funny
I'm
because you guys had
sorry.
already said it.
Doom Nukem?
Doom Nukem.
Oh.
Oh,
Path of Exile?
No.
Baldur's Gate
Oh,
1. Diablo 1.
Oh, could be.
Yeah.
Oh,
it might be
yeah.
Baldur's Gate 1, actually.
Diablo 2.
Diablo 2.
Didn't get it.
Do we count that? Oh, no?
I said
No.
Diablo 1.
Okay, we're going to...
If anyone watched that, we're getting flamed.
Spelunky.
Is it?
I don't know.
I've never played that. No, don't know it. Oxygen. not
Never even heard of
included.
that.
Okay, well.
1 for 3.
1 for 4.
1.
Is that... it
is
looks
this?
familiar, but I don't
It looks
really
cool.
know it. Darkwood. Okay.
I have heard of that.
Great start. Oh, great.
Oh God, there's so many games that I would just.
Civ, Age of War,
Age of Empires?
Age of Empires, yeah.
Total
Age of Empires.
Total War. Age of Empires.
Age of Empires 2.
Cool.
So do I get that?
I'm counting
didn't
that
say
one.
two.
Yeah, we took it. We
Isn't
got
there-
I'm counting that. Okay.
How many Age of
Oh,
Empires?
Amnesia. Amnesia.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, and the Dark Descent.
Yep. Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Never played it.
No.
Watched a lot of YouTubers play it.
Yes. Okay. Feel good about that one.
in the prime YouTube days.
It
It
takes,
takes
two.
two.
Yeah,
book of
you're
love.
right.
The book of love. That's like such a good game, dude.
It's so good. One game of the
Come
year,
on, Cody.
deservedly. Come on, Cody.
Cody. Oh.
No idea.
4 for 9.
Eh.
I don't know.
Factorio.
Oh, I've heard of that. Oh, what's this game? called?
Firewatch.
Firewatch.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need to play that. I've heard very good
Me too.
things. Small, self-contained.
Hey, we're batting
Hey,
500.
Crashing it.
we're just talking about that. That's not
I'll
bad.
take that.
500 is
For
not
images, I'll take that.
bad. Yeah. Oh, Gothic 1.
Yeah, it is Gothic. Yeah. Need to get the remake. I'm gonna get that at some point.
Why did I almost say Dragon Age
Morrowind?
Origins? Because
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Not bad.
Oh, we
Yeah,
actually
this
went
is
6
quick.
for
You
10.
weren't lying.
Oh,
This
it's
is
not
not
bad.
This is pretty fast.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what it is.
Morrowind.
You there? The border.
Fall of Fort.
Starfield? Oh, of course.
Should have known it. Tally that. Ooh.
It's one of those RTS games that I've probably heard of.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
passing.
think. Dude, I can't think of the Company of
Company
Heroes.
of Heroes. Oh, yeah. We had that on a Guess the Game one time.
did.
Yeah.
Maybe the last episode even.
Is this
Half-Life?
Half-Life?
No, this is
Is that Half-Life 1?
Is this Half-Life?
Wait, no. This is
Alien.
Alien.
Well, Alien
I
versus
don't know which
Pred-
one. Yeah.
I ain't counting it.
I feel like we can't count that because obviously it's an
Yeah.
Alien game.
Dishonored.
Oh, Dishonored.
Phenomenal game right there, boys.
Never played it.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Should probably.
You should put it on the backlog.
This is a Bethesda game.
It's an arcade.
Arcane Studios.
Oh, Mud Runner. Or
Mud
Snow
Runner,
Runner.
That looks like
Got
mud to
mud
me.
This actually looks like.
Yeah, it's not
yeah.
looking very
This
white.
looks like Snow Runner, but one of those two.
But muddy.
It's Snow
It
Runner.
is Snow Runner.
My dad plays the hell out of that game, so thank you, Dad.
That's funny.
Are we count Portal 2?
Is this one or two?
Portal
This is
2, because it's all
This is 2.
decapitated,
Yeah.
dilapidated.
Decapitated.
It's all decapitated.
It's all daffodil.
It's all daffodil.
Are you blushing, Daffodil? Oh, Frostpunk.
Yep.
Ah.
Then we just had something was about this game the other day, right?
Yes.
Maybe it was in the other video, but it was not.
It was
gameplay.
Frostpunk
It was like
2.
some. Oh,
was the second one.
Shadow Mortar or Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Yeah,
I was thinking
I seen
Shadow
just, like,
Mortar
the-
as well, yeah.
yeah. And then as soon as I seen the tree, they were hiding the HUD from us.
Okay, we're doing a lot better now.
Yeah, but then the next category is probably just gonna
Assassin's Creed 2.
Creed 2.
Assassin's Creed 2, baby.
Need to take things
Me.
one day at a time.
Ezio. Ezio Auditore.
Yeah. Tuscany map, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Loved that game.
Subnautica.
Subnautica. Does
And
it
I-
matter if it says 2?
It's not going to be 2 because this is from 5 months
Not
ago.
Yeah, that
Oh,
game
okay.
just came out in early access.
Oh, gotcha.
A lot of fun. It is a lot of fun.
Scary.
That's fun. Oh,
Deep Sea is
Sea's
scarier
just-
than
ocean's just
anything.
scary.
well, I said it. I dropped
Characters,
the first one.
okay.
Whoops.
Dead Space.
Isaac.
Oh, do you have to guess the character or the game?
Isaac Clarke. I assume the character from the game, right? So Isaac Clarke from Dead Space.
Okay, so it's kind of like 2 categories. Do we?
I'd
How
say
do
if
we wanna
we
score that?
get the game. Life
Oh,
is Strange. I don't
Chloe.
know her name. Chloe. Did we say it at the same time?
I said it first.
Okay.
Yeah, get on
Jack,
the
clip
level.
that.
Nope, don't do that. Chris Redfield,
Leon
Rescue Lake.
Kennedy.
Ada Wong.
Ada Wong.
Ada Wong, baby.
You ate a Wong?
This was the Chris that shot first and then told answers never.
That's from Just Cause.
Deacon St. John from Days Gone.
Yeah.
Days Gone.
Sam Witwer.
Deacon St. John.
I
really
what
like
his
these
name
games.
I really show my ass on the characters one. I don't know. I don't
Deacon
know
St.
the
John.
names.
Sam
Or
Witwer
games
acted that.
apparently.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn?
What
This looks
Batman
like-
though?
Yeah, this looks.
I can't
just
tell. They
doesn't
need
look
to
like
move,
Harley
They need
Quinn.
to move the picture up more, and then I'll be able to tell. What
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's Vampire the Masquerades. Obviously, Harley Quinn inspired. Voss Montenegro from Far Cry 3.
Yep, Far Cry 3.
I didn't need to say that one. I knew that one.
A lot of these, we just kind of been joking because it was like.
I'll
kinda
say the obvious ones and then take
Yeah.
credit.
Yeah,
I'm doing the tally marks.
Yeah. Dandelion,
we just,
Witcher
we
3.
just yeah.
I know that one was pretty esoteric and niche, guys, so don't worry, I got you.
Yeah, underrated in the gym.
Yeah.
Esoteric. You didn't say Wild Hunt.
Yeah.
Oh. The guy from Detroit Become Human.
The player
Connor.
formerly known as
I
Mouse
don't know
Cop.
his name.
Connor. I'm pretty sure. Wait, what? What'd you say?
Waxing, waxing.
I said
Connor,
the player
just
formerly known as Mouse Cop.
This might be the first one I don't know. Is this like
Is this
Quantum
Death
Break?
Stranding?
That's Death Stranding. I don't remember her name.
Oh,
though.
it is Death Stranding. Yeah, I don't
that's
know her
Death
name.
Stranding.
I need to try that game out sometime.
Well, you
Fragile.
Well, you
Wow.
haven't- You actually
Damn.
haven't worked at Amazon, so you can figure out how it works.
This guy's from Warhammer, I feel like.
Night
Or is he
King, Game
from-
of Thrones.
Or WoW.
Wow, World of Warcraft, I could see that.
Is Warcraft.
Warcraft.
Lich King. See,
Wrath
I'm
of
not a
Lich
WoW
King.
player. I feel like a WoW player is probably like, that's so obvious.
Yeah,
I
they're
actually-
not getting off WoW to even watch this, so who
All
cares?
right.
Whoa.
No.
Don't,
All right.
don't alienate the fan
I'll
base.
say it. I'll say it.
Whoa. Legend of Zelda?
Is that Breath of the Wild?
No.
Twilight Princess? Oh,
Tomb
shit.
Tomb Raider.
I'll just say I
Oh.
wasn't hearing Zelda.
Would not have got that.
I was hearing Zelda. I was with you, Gage.
Oh, Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Creeper.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was the explosion.
Oh, for me, it's always the sizzle that
Yeah.
is unmistakable.
That sizzle makes you want to run.
Yeah.
And then turn around and go collect all the stuff you blew up.
Oh, Sonic the
Sonic.
Hedgehog.
That boy.
Obviously,
fast.
this is from
That sounds
Sonic
fast.
Forces. This is from Sonic Forces, clearly.
Okay.
No.
Oh, never mind.
Legend of Zelda.
If you see me
It's
not
actually
say
the
anything
mushroom
and
sound
turn-
from Mario.
If you
Yeah.
see me not say anything and just turn, pretty obvious.
Is this that guy with Chris Pratt?
That's
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
Oh, it is?
I've heard that sound
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Miss Pac-Man makes it better. That's gonna sound crazy. I'm gonna stop myself from what I'm about to say.
Yeah, well, we wanted to
It's
finish
just
that.
a better game. It's just a better game, is what I was trying to get at, and I didn't say it right. What is that,
That's from Half-Life, I feel like.
dude?
We were talking during the beginning of it.
I feel like Half-Life or Counter-Strike.
Or is it the hunting rifle from Left 4 Dead?
It's the op.
It's Counter-Strike.
I should have known that.
Oh, I feel good about that one.
I'm gonna be real with you. That sounds identical to Left 4 Dead hunting rifle. What?
Is that a Dark Souls sound?
Oh,
Is
like
that one?
Like Dark Souls 3, like going into it.
going through the door. Oh, it's a bonfire.
Dude.
I mean,
Okay.
Dark Souls.
Okay.
We kind of said, do we count it? No, we don't count it.
I
count
said
it.
Dark Souls.
We
Half
didn't
count.
say what it was.
Oh, Metal
Metal
Gear
Gear
Solid.
Solid. That's probably the best game sound effect of all time, right there.
Are we not counting Dark Souls?
No, because we didn't say what the sound effect was.
I'm counting in my heart.
All right.
Heart of my soul.
Oh,
Oh, Among Us. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. The fact you guys got the answer that quick, it's kind of sus.
good game.
I'm the imposter.
Walter.
Oh, GTA. Death
GTA
Sound.
5
Yeah.
Death.
That's how little I care about GTA. I didn't recognize that immediately.
They got Franklin dripped out.
Yeah.
The turtle.
Dripper drowning
Oh,
up where it
okay.
was swimming.
Yeah, Franklin the Turtle. Locations. Ooh.
Location.
This could be hard. Night
Cyberpunk
City.
Night City. Come on. I can see Arasaka right there.
I'll R your Sokka. What?
Rather you not.
My name's Sokka. I'm here to rock you.
That's
Watch out,
actually
ladies.
what the character says. Oh, League of Legends.
Oh yeah.
That is. It's either that or Dota. But it's
I am not a MOBA guy.
it's
I know, recognize them, but definitely never been into MOBAs.
Never played League of Legends, but
Well,
Oh,
Mega
oh,
Ton.
come on. New Vegas.
Welcome to Megaton. Please enjoy your stay.
the Mega Chin.
Metro. This is Hansa from Metro.
I thought it was Metro, but I didn't know what
Trying to
location.
think of which one it was. I
I
don't
think it's
that,
called Hansa.
Is that
This
the
is
first
Metro,
one?
the original Metro.
So that's from 2033.
Polis, sorry, it's
I haven't
the
made it
original
there
Metro.
yet. That's why.
Batman Arkham City.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to see what that W.
The
was.
W. That's what gave it away to me because it tricks you with like
Arkham
medieval.
Asylum. Oh no. You know
That-
what gave it away for me was the moon, actually. Wait.
The town in FF7.
No, this is BioShock. Rapture from BioShock.
Yeah, it's the Rapture. Yeah,
Look at
Rapture,
Dave down
yeah.
here.
yeah. His autism's
Hey,
going.
it's all 8
Hogwarts
cylinders. Is this Gondor?
That's dog farts.
That makes Hogwarts look really small for some reason.
From that angle, it does. You can go to the other side, and it's a lot lower.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
That makes
Yeah,
the
it's like
scale
long
look very
ways.
small.
Oh, this is Pripyat from Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yep, there's the
There's that guy of his eyes looking at you, the main
Yeah.
villain. Well, it's Pripyat, so I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I guess the
yeah.
game.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what is this?
That looks like
Dude,
an
this
R6
looks
map.
familiar.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
If it is, more power to you.
it
Black
does
Mirror.
look.
Black
It looks
Mirror,
exactly
okay.
like the outside of a R6 map.
Valentine.
Valentine.
2.
I couldn't remember what the name was.
I've been
R6
here so many
R6
times.
players will probably know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. I don't remember the name of it, but
I
That was
couldn't remember
it.
What the name was? Yep.
Dang,
Alright.
that really
Yeah, it
went
moves
by
along
fast.
faster. What was our total?
35 out of
I think-
50.
That
I
is
was
not
getting
bad
ready
at
to
all.
say if we get 35, I'll be pleasantly surprised. And it was 35.
70%.
Well done.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Well,
That's not bad.
I think it's time for us to sign off for the day.
I think this is a good stopping point. End on a high note. Had some good conversations.
Yeah, if you made it this far, go to Squeeze Quiz's channel. Give him a sub because these are a lot of fun, and they are very well done. Thank you
Oh,
guys
so
all for
streamlined.
watching. Thank you guys all for watching. We very much appreciate it. You guys got anything you want to say before we call
I'm
it?
ignoring everything you say. I see Jill Valentine on my screen. I'm ignoring everything that you're currently saying.
Oh, you
Dylan's
don't-
out of commission right now,
you don't-
unfortunately.
You're not looking at Hawk?
Hawk's pretty cool too. Jinx
Who's
is pretty
Hawk?
cool too.
Hawk is pretty cool. Tua?
Hawk Tula. You'll know soon when your Dragon Age journey hopefully starts.
Oh, right after Mass Effect. Really? I'll be working on that and then Resident Evil.
Yeah, this is what we can sign off. This is my thought. Gage, you are not prepared for how peak Dragon Age Origins is.
Nope.
Well, with how much I loved Mass Effect, and sci-fi is not even my preferred genre when compared to fantasy. Now I'm getting a BioWare game that is fantasy and considered one of the best RPGs of all time by many people.
Singular
So
game story wise, Dragon Age Origins clears.
the Mass Effects?
Mass Effect. Yes.
As one game, though,
Oh,
against one
wow.
singular Mass Effect game.
Okay.
Obviously as a
Oh,
totality,
wow.
but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, because even Mass Effect 2 by itself is just so phenomenal. So for that to be the case, I'm pretty excited.
Dude, it's so freaking good, man. It's
All right.
so good.
Let's sign off on that. Dragon Age
Yeah.
Origins kicks ass. That's all I'll say.
Have a
Boom.
good night, everybody. Go play some games and take care of yourselves.
Peace.